What's up, everybody? We're back. It's the Ring Report. I'm Eric Battle. I am the best moderator on all WWE podcasts. I'm talking about the one you just watched. Listen, pull up. You pulled up to this one. This is the Ring Report, the best WWE podcast out here in this world, in this nation, and we're excited to bring you another hot episode. We're excited to get into this. Again, I'm with my cousins. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling today?
What it
We're
is.
good. We're good.
Good. Carrie, what's up? Talk to the people. Tell them how to follow. Tell them how to subscribe. Get with our
Hey,
ring crew today. Get with them.
hey, come on, Ring Crew. Shout out to all of y'all. We are almost at 14? Are we at 14 already? I think. Yes. We are. Oh,
Almost.
we are at 13.9. Come on, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, please make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell
Please
us
do.
how we doing. Say what's up. If you haven't already, hop on over and follow us on all platforms. We are the Ring Report podcast on all platforms. On TikTok, we are TRRP005. I'm getting old. TRRP005. Make sure you hit us up on our website. We are WWE Shop affiliates. Spend a little something. Give us a little something. Steal us one. So I'm in a good mood. Couldn't wait to see you guys. So
Come on.
let's
Come
get
on.
into it,
Let's do
please.
it. Let's go. Oh, Great Bearded One. What's good? You ready to jump into this thing? You was able to catch up? You
Hey,
ready to go?
hey, listen. There's always work to be done, man. There's always work to be done.
I
So
know.
let's get going.
Let's get
Mhm.
busy. And knowledgeable one. What's up now, Storm? You ready to get
What's
busy?
going on? Yeah, it's been a real eventful week. A lot of
Good.
stuff to break through.
Get some good rest over there. Yeah, some good.
Try it, man. It's just
All right.
Honestly,
Well,
that
we
rain
just
keeps you up. That rain be serious.
come on.
listen, let's jump into it. This past weekend at 8 a.m.
Who?
At 8 a.m. this past Saturday morning, it was Crown Jewel. 8 a.m. I
Who?
if
Hey,
I had
patient.
I did I listen, it's all this wanting to go to other places and now we gotta wake up early in the morning because and luckily I had class. If I didn't have class at 8:30, I probably would have missed the first match. But but I got a chance to get
I
up
did
and
miss the first match. I'm not even gonna lie. I woke up about I woke up about 8:45.
and
I didn't get to it till about 1 o'clock.
and here's the thing, and I knew if I woke up late, I was gonna miss the tribal chief, and so because if he's not in the main event, he's gonna start the show off, and so here we are. Crown Jewels pops off at 8 a.m. Excited, people still wiping coal out their eyes and trying to see it here, and so we have a match between Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns, and what we thought, some of us thought might not happen. And the crazy thing is, let me tell y'all what's funny. We didn't give predictions too much on Crown Jewel. And something in my mind, I was during the week before even Crown Jewel came on, y'all. I said, what if they pull the trigger and Roman loses? I wouldn't have been surprised. So when
I wasn't.
because this was match number two. And so when he took the pin, I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, So, a lot of people going off because Bronson Reed pinned him. Although, yes, it wasn't clean. Yes, there's interference. And what match of Romans is not interfered? And so we have interference. And the Usos try to come out and help. And it backfires. They help a little bit, but it backfires. Jay spears Roman into the table. And then Bronson hits him with his jagged edge. And then he hits him with, comes down on the tsunami and gets to 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and I don't know if y'all noticed it, but Paul Heyman's eyes was like, oh my God, did this just happen? Right. He was
Mhm.
it almost kind of reminded me of when the Undertaker got beat by Brock. The
And that
eyes was
wasn't
it was a surprise moment, right? And here we are. We have Roman losing to Bronson Reed. Um, and we thought Bronson Reed was going to be the one who took all the pinfalls, but now we got him beating Roman Reigns. So, Storm, what does this do for Bronson Reed?
It propels him. It doesn't propel him up to the main event status, but he has it better in his cap. But I
Because
honestly think
realistically,
uh, Bronson Reed in this situation was collateral damage because the whole main point was the focal point was the bloodline.
and I was just
Because
saying that, Kerry, when we was having that conversation.
every highlight on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter that I've seen is not about Bronson Reed getting the 1, 2, 3. It's about
It's
the
not though.
lecture Roman
That's so
gave the
crazy.
Usos.
That's so
It's like
crazy.
he lost, and then we
It's
was like,
cra-
all right,
it's
well,
crazy.
It's
It's
like,
crazy. It's crazy you say that because I ain't even really think about it until you said it. Like I've seen several highlights, but don't nobody. I've never. They don't
but
show the
not
highlights of
about the
Roman
match.
getting pinned.
I
It's
have
about
seen people
Rome.
reenact. Do you understand me? I seen a
Yes.
no, real quick. I seen a TikTok of people imitating to be the Usos coming to the door knocking at Thanksgiving. One had a cake, one had a pie. And Roman opened the door. I said Christmas and slammed the door back in his face. It's like it's built this thing
but
of its
it's
own
also
life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it's
something that we're talking about though. So it's like we took him saying that, oh, you don't want to see him till Christmas. Like, what's going on with them now? So it's like that's my, that was on purpose.
But
This ain't really a big deal. Like
but
him
Dwayne,
losing ain't
yeah,
a
it
big
is
deal.
not. But Dwayne, what the crazy part was, I've seen rumors where they say Survivor Series, and Survivor Series is not in Christmas. Survivor Series is in November,
Thanksgiving.
and
Yeah.
I've seen it
into
where,
Thanksgiving.
and I
Yeah.
and I've seen where that it's supposed to be Roman, the Usos, Jacob Fatu, and a mysterious partner, whether it's LA Knight or Jimmy, something. I don't know when they were said. I don't know, somebody else, and Cody Rhodes against Brock Lesnar and Bronson Reed, all them folk. But Roman said, I don't want to see you to Christmas.
I don't want to see you. So I love y'all. I love
uh,
you. I love you.
Said
But I don't want to see you.
And
The funniest part is when he
it
got
was
out the ring, the crowds, someone's in trouble.
yes,
I was like,
yes.
yeah,
no,
they
even
are
But
before
ready
that,
to
you
this.
you effed up. You effed up.
yeah,
You effed up. Oh man, that crowd was
but the,
ridiculous, man.
but the crazy part about that too as well, he said to them, he says, I want your help. He said
but
it,
it
he
only
admitted
worked.
it. But he says, but not like this. He said, people don't believe I can do this on my own.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't the old
Everybody,
time.
And for a while,
everybody was
we
locked
didn't know
in. They
it.
was having a full dialogue. Everybody was so locked into what they were saying. This sort of like how when Bianca and what's her name, Naomi had their moment.
Yeah.
Everybody's like locked into what they were saying. It was like a whole little like scene. So that was enjoyable. That was definitely enjoyable. But
But
he
It
said,
felt
Storm,
like
you
they
made a
were
you made a good
mic'd
point though,
up,
because
though.
I'm
You
over
could
here
hear
like
it.
I'm over here
hmm,
like won't nobody. No, I'm saying
Oh,
Storm
yeah,
made a
it's
good
just a
point
feather for
because
Bronson in his cap. You know?
yeah, and I'm over
No,
here like man,
yeah,
them,
yeah.
no
It's good.
nobody is paying attention to Roman losing.
uh-uh. Yeah,
I
all of
ain't
that.
see not one highlight
And it
of
was in his home
SmackDown, boy.
in his
Not
home
even
country. And it's like, so what?
WWE. Yeah,
Man, that's crazy.
not
I'm
even
Well,
sorry.
WWE. They didn't put no highlight of it. They put the highlights of the match, but at the end of the match, it was Roman giving the Usos a lecture, Jay walking off, and left Jimmy in the ring dolo. Yeah, see, I'm trying to tell you, Jimmy just need to go on and do him, and
Mm-hmm.
he want. Hey, I get it. I respect it. Standing by family is what we've all been told to do, been raised to do, but in my mind, they're like weight in your pockets right now. You steady trying to get them to get along.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And to
yeah,
me, where Jay is headed right now is when Jay will turn into the person we just couldn't stand because he kept attacking Sami Zayn for no reason.
yeah,
That's the Jay that we see him right now. The one that's irritated with everything
Yeah.
and want to quit and leave with Eric. Oh, you see that? He gonna always do him. No, no. Where you out now for? Where you going now? You did that at
Crash out.
SmackDown. Cody got you on Raw. Where you going from here?
Was it Crash Out Jay?
That boy always take his bowl and go home, man. Like, I don't understand it.
But what does this also say to about Roman taking the pin to Bronson though? Like it does he think Braun like I'm pretty sure he had something to do in creative has something to do with like the thought process of taking the pin and him doing it instead of the the one they saying is supposed to be the next face of the company, Braun Breaker, right? It's Bronson actually
Well,
pinning Tribal Chief.
Oh,
well, like I said, it's
well,
a
I guess
feather
they.
in the cap for Braun.
Yeah,
But Braun wouldn't have that win without Jey Uso and them going against what Roman asked them not to
that's
do.
true. Yeah, yeah. You know they're gonna run this into the ground, boy. Listen, they're gonna run this because they the only ones that's gonna run it because ain't nobody else running it. They gonna have to run it. They're gonna have to run it, y'all. So we're gonna see. We'll see what's next. The Bloodline thriller trilogy. It's not even a
The
trilogy. What is this? What is this called?
saga.
It's yeah,
The
saga.
saga.
Like Fast
This
and
is
Furious. We
chapter
are in a
2.
saga right now. Yeah,
This is the
we are in a
sequel.
saga right now. So we're trying to figure out what's happening, right? Because I'm gonna tell y'all when we get to because when we get to SmackDown, I this is crazy. It's a lot going on, man. And so John Cena and AJ Styles.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I tip
if
my
y'all
hat to
didn't
you, play.
listen, if you're not a wrestling fan and you didn't enjoy this match,
The love letter to wrestling.
oh my gosh,
It kind of
this
was
was
from every
this was
turn.
beautiful. This was
They
beautiful.
live.
Dwayne, this
Love
was beautiful. Two legends
Yeah, a,
putting on a show.
a clinic. You know, I guess yeah, I guess those. Remember back when John was having his feud with Cody? He said Cody said nobody's ever chanted "You can't wrestle" to me. Hey, John put in some work, man. He put in that work last night, and I was just like, I mean, it even surprised me. I was like, oh, because he's normally known for just his strength and just he's always going to out physical somebody because hey, he's strong as an ox. But I mean, last night was well, this morning or whenever morning it was, the other day, but it was
8
something to
8
watch. I mean,
a.m. 8 a.m.
I mean, and just I mean, it was almost like you didn't want the match to end.
Man, it was beautiful.
Man,
It was poetic, man. It was just crazy. And I'm gonna tell you, the crowd made it so just classic because they were tuned in, right? And you could tell when the moves was getting ready to happen and when he did Sister Abigail and they lit them lights up. And
Yes.
did you check John Cena's like his response after that? I mean, he even RKO'd AJ Styles in the middle of the ring, man. It was just, it was just crazy. And I don't know if y'all noticed on the way out, he put up four, and maybe it's
yeah,
four
they
bangers
got
he done
four more
had
appearances.
lately.
Or
He
four
got
more
four more
dates.
left.
Appearances he got left. Yeah.
He got 4 dates left.
I tell you what, though, I loved every aspect of the match, but I caught myself laughing a couple times, like when he hung AJ Styles up on the rope to do the Viper DDT. He
Uh
did not
huh.
have to do the Viper's movements. I mean, faked
He did,
everything.
yeah.
Like he,
He did.
and
He
even
was
when he
doing
set
them,
up for the
yes.
RKO, he on the other
Yes.
side of the ring, like
Yes.
get up. Like no, my boy. The
My
movement went
favorite part. My favorite part is when the crowd started chanting 619. I
Oh yeah.
said,
Oh
this
yeah.
man do the 619. I'm gonna
I'm
be
gonna be
done.
done.
When
Hey,
he set it up, I was like, oh my god, he about
hey.
to do
AJ
my
Styles, stop that.
man had
Yeah, AJ
it.
Styles, stop that 619.
Yeah, I
my
love
man
that.
had
Yeah,
the
no, it
old
was
school face when he had him up in the tombstone, like he was the Undertaker. I
Yes.
thought he was getting ready to roll his eyes back in his skull. Player,
I
come
mean
on. Hey,
he was about to RKO punt that man in the head, bro. He was about to Randy Orton, legend killer, put him in the head.
He did Walls of Jericho. He was shouting out everybody. I
He
was
hit
like,
Rusev move. But I knew it was
yes.
going to be a good match when AJ Styles came out in his old TNA tights. I knew. Because he
Hey,
ain't wore shorts till just
I
And
before
knew
he went to
speaking of
I
that,
TNA.
and
I
speaking of
knew it was
that,
gonna be a
when
good
John
match.
Cena gave that piece of paper to the young lady, his
Yes.
Oh,
ring
that was
announcer,
beautiful.
and
That was beautiful.
total nonstop action, I said,
Oh yeah.
wow. And the leader of the Bullet
You
Club might as
sure?
well have said
He said, "Oh,
Nah,
it.
him and Finn Balor are actually, the leaders. They started the Bullet Club together. Yeah, he is one of the founding members.
AJ
He is
Styles was
one of
like,
the founding fathers, I should say.
hmm. He
Wow.
was like, oh, that's how we doing it. Okay,
Okay.
So
thank
did
you.
Yeah.
so do we have a candidate for match of the year?
Oh yeah,
Hey,
Is this
that's
a
one.
candidate for match
That's
of the
one.
it's
year?
up there. It is up there.
It's
Which one? Which
crazy
match was
because
better?
I don't want to. I don't want
The
to
only
jump
matches
ahead, but
the only match that I
you
would say
can't.
would be better would be those two triple threat matches at WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania.
Mm,
Yeah, that's top five.
Yeah, that
That's in the top
I
five.
would say if we had to put a ranking somewhere,
We definitely got to
they're,
do that.
those three are right now balancing a fight out right now of match of the year. I think.
yeah, but don't forget the Royal Rumble Cody Rhodes match. Him and not well SummerSlam match between him and Cody Rhodes. That was a classic too.
Oh, yeah.
It
Between
was.
oh yeah
Go
yeah
back
yeah
and
yeah yeah
watch
yeah
it. I
yeah.
promise
That's right
you.
because that's when they started. That's when they started doing the old moves,
Oh
bringing
yeah,
the
yeah,
old
yeah.
moves and putting them into. So
When
yeah,
John turned back face, yeah.
oh yeah, yeah, I can see that. So yeah, so we'll see match of the year. So we'll see John Cena 4 more appearances. Man, he's getting ready to leave us, y'all. He on his way out.
Yeah,
Come
this
on
is
now.
Somebody walked up to me this week and asked me, "How do you feel about John Cena's retirement?" I don't feel no type of way.
I'm ready.
Why?
I'm
Because
ready.
my
oh
guy didn't
man.
even get a retirement. He didn't even get a retirement tour. He had to come down to the ring and put his boots in the ring. That's how my guy retired. So I don't feel emotional about anybody else that retires now when
Who took their shoe? Who
my
took their
favorite
shoes
wrestler
off,
didn't
Stone?
even get a retirement.
Who took
It
their
was
shoes off,
Triple
cuz?
H. After that heart condition, he came down and put his boots in the ring and walked out. After he said, "Welcome to WrestleMania."
Mm-hmm.
Triple H didn't even get to face Randy Orton one last time like he wanted to.
Mm.
He had a whole list of people he wanted to rumble with one more time,
Hey,
and he can't do none of it.
you better
I
listen
mean,
to your body.
yeah. I mean, at this point, sometimes you got to say, "I can't. I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
He said he
done."
was done.
and I
So
seen a. Okay, I'm
go ahead,
sorry.
Carrie. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You saw
I
what?
was saying I seen a video where they were talking about I guess it was a video with John Cena. He didn't realize he was being recorded or something, and like he was like crossing the street, and he just had this look to him that yeah, it's that time.
Yeah.
He just physically can't do it anymore. And
Yeah.
I'm happy that he's also taking he's doing it. He's leaving out on his terms, and for like someone maybe like Taker that just came back a little bit too much, and he did the one thing he didn't want to do. He ended up being that, like staying a little bit too long. So I'm glad that
Taker
he's
didn't have a stay too long. Taker had that I wasn't active enough. That was his problem. The last
Hey,
5 years of Taker's career, Vince only had him for WrestleMania. That's it. Rest of
when
the
he
year,
start
Taker was off recovering from surgeries.
when he start getting up like this,
But I'm saying, like when he fought Roman and he had to apologize to Roman, he wasn't satisfied with that. And then he had another match. He wasn't satisfied with that one. He wanted to have this,
I, s- I
you
said
know,
I said you not that's that I know what selling is, but brother, you hurting. You not you are hurting.
it's okay.
So but so we have John Cena AJ Styles match of the year. But Stephanie Vacure and Stephanie Stratton, they have a 10-minute match, 10 minutes and literally 5-second match. But let me say this: in this 10 minutes, this is probably the best I've seen Tiffany. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is probably the best, and maybe because it was Stephanie. But I told y'all Stephanie is serious, boy. There's something about this young lady. She is a wrestler, and that move at the end, I love her move. but she actually got them knees in that girl's chest when she came down.
She's
It was a little lanky, but we got Stephanie, and Tiffany takes a loss for the first time in a year. So she loses, and Stephanie walks away. And in 10 minutes, they told a story. And I thought this match was great.
I thought it was good too, and it was low key when I realized it was about to be over, and I seen when Tiffany missed the prettiest moonsault, and she got in position correctly. I was like, oh, she about to lose. Bless her heart, you know. I know I'll be on top. Low key, when I see she's about to
hear I'm the only undefeated in WWE now.
Yeah, because they've been building that up. Oh, she hadn't taken an L in 2025. All right, whatever. But when she's
the one L she takes, she still hold the title. I'm just
But what does it say about? So what are they trying to do for Stephanie though? Like this is for her to beat her undefeated. She's now crown jewel. She is the world heavyweight champion for females, for the women, and now she is what? Like she's not a placeholder though. This is not a placeholder anymore though. Yeah, no, I agree. She's a target. So a lot of people coming after her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's all she is a target.
Yeah, but
I like her. Eye on her back. Question is, how long is she gonna be able to hold up? Because them knees gonna need knee surgery by the time she hit 30 something, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
Not the knees.
As much as they had that child do the devil's kiss, I know her knees be putting on. I know it's a couple shots of cortisone and them a month. I'm not even lying.
I was saying that I like her because they also are making her people care about, especially because she's trying to speak to them. She's trying to speak to the universe, and she's trying to speak English, and it's a lot clearer than. I know EO be trying, bless her heart, but it was like, oh, okay, I love that I like her. I think
EO is more legible than she is.
They better start getting like Oscar. Oscar don't give a god. She don't care. You hear me or you don't. Oscar don't care.
Because I'm gonna be me.
Because I'm gonna be me regardless. They better start getting like Oscar for real.
I swear, every time I hear her talk, I'm thinking I'm watching those kung fu movies on Saturday morning. Y'all don't remember them?
Don't do that.
Nah, I'm just talking about how they dub it and how because she's always yelling, and that's how they would be in the movie. I'm not talking about the fact
that my money.
And speaking of Oscar, go ahead.
I wonder how that would have played out if Mrs. Uso hadn't gotten pregnant. Now, Naomi didn't relinquish the title. Does this girl get the push like this, or are we looking at Tiffany being undefeated still?
No,
I think at this point,
I think Naomi wins.
Every spot Steph is in right now is lives.
Really?
Yeah, and I think Naomi wins. I think she'd have won that. I think she'd have took Tiffany down. Yeah. She still had the belt. She would have been crown jewel because Naomi. This was Naomi's time. This was her time. I felt like that.
And if she don't get another moment, at least she had that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that she's not, but you know what I'm saying. If she don't get, she got some of the best work that she was doing in her career. And
and then speaking of Asuka and Io and all that, we had Io and Rhea versus the Kabuki Warriors. Another great match, y'all. For me, Asuka is one of my favorites, man. And so, but watching this match, there was a spot when Io came off the ropes and she drop kicked Asuka in the chin. Now, if you ever say wrestling is fake, she caught Asuka something serious right here. I mean, took her slam out. But Io and Rhea get the victory over the Kabuki Warriors.
The Kabuki Warriors.
And what's next? I don't think the Kabuki Warriors are done with them. I personally don't. Got it. That is funny to me.
They need to get Kyrie because she's a little reckless.
She is.
That ain't just a coincidence. Like she tried to off EO the other day.
I told y'all. Kyrie won up.
Did you say she tried to off?
Unnecessary. She tried to.
She
I
2-2. What you mean? She 2-0
She tried.
this
She did.
year.
And she got who? She got. She got who did she hurt first?
It was your girl,
Old girl. The girl
Zoe.
with Shayna
Zoe
Baszler. I
Starks.
forgot.
Zoe
Zoe
Is that
Starks.
Starks.
Yeah,
And
okay?
then
Because
Liv
And then
Morgan.
Liv.
this time to
and then
jump or
Liv.
something. Live. You in there trying to take EO's head off? Like,
Yeah.
did an Alabama slam on the edge of the? Like, who okayed that? Yeah,
Well,
that was.
well, they made it out. Hopefully, they made it out of that thing safely. And so
Yeah.
we got victories. They were in Australia. They were in Rhea's hometown, and they went off for Rhea. And so, and it was her birthday, right? It was her birthday, and so they celebrated while they were down there. How they planned that.
And
That was great.
and they let and Rhea let EO get the pin
Yep.
because that's her people. So she like,
That's her
go ahead and
people's.
handle
Yep.
your peoples. But this is
Which was
my
good.
home. That was
And
nice
They
though.
played the story beautifully, though. You had
they did.
Oscar and Io keeping, Oscar and Kyrie Sane keeping Io in the match the whole time, making the crowd get louder and louder for Rhea to get in. And when Rhea got the hot tag, it would just explode. So
Mhm.
they played the story right. Like they gave you a traditional tag team tied brung you in type joke. Like every time that they tried to get Rhea in, something happened to stop Rhea from coming in. You know what I mean? You know, when they went and made fun of Rhea, and Rhea came running the ring, and the Kabuki Warriors jumping Io because the ref
Yeah.
was trying to
Yeah.
stop Rhea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They did it perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even in that match, they just gave us a couple minutes of Io and Asuka in the beginning. I don't know if y'all saw that all that melee happened, and then Kyrie and Rhea were out of the ring for a little while. It was Asuka and Io in the ring going at it for a little while, um,
Oh
and and I thought that was also strategic of the just how they put that match together. So shout out to the
yeah.
producer of that match. And so
Oh
the
yeah.
Kabuki Warriors took an L. We have Io and Rhea now victors. Maybe they are our next tag team women's champions. So we'll see how that goes. And then we get to our main event. Our main event of the night: Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes. Another incredible match. I never seen a crossroads from a top rope like I seen one this past week at 8 a.m. He crossroad. He took that boy. I mean, and did you see the? But y'all see the move from Seth from the turnbuckle, and he jumped and headbutted him from the, from one
Mm-hmm.
side
Yes.
to the other. I said,
Yes.
I
Hit
said
him
we
with
are
the coast
pulling.
to coast.
I said we are pulling out all stops. We are pulling out
You
all stops.
give us a C if you want to.
Give us a C if you want to.
Give us
And
a C if you want to. They was
and
not
he,
playing.
ESPN still gave him a B. And
I'm like, what is they expecting though? Like,
I don't
what
know.
is
I don't
ESPN
know.
looking
This
for? Like,
this
what's the
was
criteria?
this was a great pay per view. I don't know. I don't know. This was a great. This was a great pay per view. Good wrestling, great antics. It was just great drama. I thought this was WWE at its best, especially when you don't have no returns or no surprises. I
There
felt
was
like
no. There
this.
was nothing crazy.
Yeah, nothing crazy. I felt like this was produced well. So shout out to WWE. I'm not sure what ESPN looking at, but this is way better than Candy Palooza. I can tell you that. I can tell you
You know
that
what it is?
for sure.
The people they got watching the joint ain't actually wrestling fans. Go find Coach. I know he's still on the ESPN roster. Get Coach to judge the joint.
Stephen A.
We'll
Smith
respect
gave
his
Stephen A.
opinion.
Smith gave the grade. It was a Stephen A.
Oh
Smith B.
yeah?
No, I don't know.
The
I'm just
same
throwing it
person
out
that
there.
put Goldberg as number one in
Oh my
history
God,
as
that's
the
yeah,
best
that's who
wrestler.
get
Just
that's
say
who
you don't watch.
that's who gave the B. That's who gave the B. I almost turned the
Oh,
TV off when I watched that live, and I said, I know you better not. And he, boy, I was so
He just put
disgusted with
in
him.
people that he knew, and I'm like, you don't watch wrestling,
Right.
so
So
whatever.
go
y'all,
get Coach, man.
Seth Rollins defeats Cody Rhodes for the
Finally,
first time in 4 wrestling matches, and he is now apparently, according to him, the GOAT, best to ever do it. And now he doesn't have to do anything. He said the rest of Vision. He said this is about them from here on out. He
he
walked
ain't got to do
away.
nothing
He don't got to do nothing else. He's done. Because he beat Cody. But the fact that this is the now that he felt like he's done it all. This is how you know Cody is under your skin, because you felt like he was the top of the mountain, and because you kept losing to him, now this equates as I've done it all because you defeated
But it's not just
because
Cody though.
you defeated Cody Rhodes.
It's,
Woo-wee. What we
Hey,
it's
do?
not
I
just
tell
Cody.
you,
If you look back at Seth's record accomplishments, he's done everything. There's nothing else to do. At this point is when he's actually up there with Raymond. Roman Reigns. Except Roman hasn't won the Crown Jewel Championship, so it's still something that Roman still got to do.
But
So it's now
but
just put on the
honestly,
table.
but the crazy part is he never. So in the 4 years they presented the Crown Jewel Championship after him. This, you know what I'm saying? Like this ain't. I felt like he'd have had four. He'd have 4 rings if they started when they started. He'd have 4 of them.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
so
But now that's just one thing Roman has to come get. That's one
so
thing he got over Roman now.
Do you think he won't do you think he want the green ring?
oh, I don't care about that damn shit.
Who knows?
hey, no,
I mean, it's nice on the resume. You know what I'm saying? I definitely try to shoot
Oh,
for
no,
it.
yeah,
But here's the catch of that. Roman has to come back and take somebody's championship, whether it's Cody's or Seth, and hold on to it till the crown jewel. That's the obstacle of it. The only reason why Seth and Cody faced each other this time is because they were champion. If Gunther was still champion, he'd have faced Cody again. It'd have been a rematch from last year. If Jay was champion, it'd have been something
Yeah.
Jay was shooting for.
So
it
whoever
should have
does
been.
it, but and again, that kind of gives you credence to what I was saying. If they'd have done this 5 years ago, he'd have 4 at least.
Oh,
Mm,
he don't need that.
maybe.
He just show
Who
up.
was gonna beat him for the who was gonna all these
But see,
champions they was at the same time.
they couldn't have both because he had both belts. He'd have been
Beat
fighting
who?
himself.
Beat
Because
who?
they created that belt for Seth Rollins. That belt that because he was the first winner. They had to make a title for him to be relevant
Yep.
again. Let's cut this out,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. You're right.
Listen,
You're right.
Roman beat him. Roman had them both. He said, "Oh no, we just gonna call this the
I
Universal
hated it.
Championship. We gonna
Yeah.
make one up so somebody else can be relevant. Cut it out, man.
Tell him,
No,
yeah, get
I'm
out of
just
here with
thinking
that
of that.
mess.
He can't have four. He'd have been fighting himself.
No, I know. I totally agree. I definitely agree for sure. I understand that.
Oh boy, get out of here with that.
And so at the end, like I said, Cody Rhodes took the L, gracefully walked. But again, we know at the end of the day, Seth is the one who pinned. But we did know the brass knuckles did come into play.
Oh, was it when the watch? Was it the watch? He
It
hit
was
him
a
with
watch.
Oh,
It
the
he hit him
was,
watch.
it
He hit
was
him with the
platinum.
watch.
It was
with the watch
platinum
that he's
knuckles.
obsessed
That's
of.
he
Well, he
got
hit
hit
him
with
with the
some
watch.
platinum knuckles.
Shout out to Cody with the sale immediately. Um,
Mm.
and
I
and
think
then he
that
got
boy
this.
bust his lip with that punch.
He
Ain't
got
that Cody's watch?
the super
Ain't that
stomp from the
Cody's
top
watch?
from the rope.
You know,
Again, that's disrespectful. I think you don't got to stop me from the ropes though. Like stop me
And
regularly, bro. Stop
he
me
hit
regularly.
and he kicked out. And you
Yeah, I
ain't have
get
to
it.
give me no crossroads from the top rope either.
You're right.
But you
So I
did.
guess, but you know, but here's what I'm saying. But you already hit me with a platinum. You know what I'm saying? You already hit me in the face.
A little more.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come
Hey,
on, pin me.
That could definitely be a pass. I don't like that, but you know, I know we're not doing that, but I don't like these what you call it? These final moves not being fine. Like, you know,
Oh yeah,
these
kicking
finishers
out
not
of
being
them. Yeah,
finishers.
how
yeah.
many times we got to
well,
do that?
in my eyes, it depends on the situation.
All
No,
right, yeah,
I
if
agree.
you're doing it
Yeah.
5 minutes into the you know the match, yeah, maybe not, but it's just like
Well,
It
y'all.
took 3 crossroads to put the tribal chief down.
Well, I
I will
tell you
give him
what.
that.
That's the crown jewel. Crown jewel has gone. Can y'all? I was gonna pass 8 a.m.s. I swear for goodness, I was gonna pass 8 a.m.s this
Hey,
week. I promise you I was. But
listen, I
but
had a game
shout out
at
to Crown
10, so
Jewel.
I had to be up.
Shout out to the pay per view this week. and excited for Monday Night Raw to come on this week and see where wrestling is
My
going.
connection,
Y'all,
my
we are going
connection
to
is
the
bad.
rundown. We're going to the rundown right quick. Rundown. We got a couple of spots on here. It says, according to bodyslams.net, WWE is set to make some creative changes to try to improve the overall product. Road Dogg is going to continue being the head writer for SmackDown, but they are adding more to the creative team. Apparently, WWE heard the concerns of the universe and made changes. No, you heard the concerns of ESPN. That's what you heard. You heard the concerns even with Netflix. Everybody you were partner with, even though SmackDown ain't on, but you
Right.
heard because it's a product that we putting it out there. And the whole entire time, Storm, it's been Road Dogg's fault. We looking at SmackDown. You the creative writer. We blaming you, sir.
Yeah, but at the same time, it goes with you got to take the good with the bad. Road Dogg was also head of creative during the Bloodline storyline. We were loving him then. You got to take the
So he
good
was
with the bad.
spoiled.
I really
He
think
was
it's
spoiled.
like
Right, he was spoiled.
no. I think it's a case of like a rookie quarterback with no receivers and no running backs. You understand what I'm saying? Like you, Carolina, for instance, you got Bryce Young with now he's got weapons he can adjust and move to. Before he didn't have, threats
Yeah.
downfield. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, it's like that. I think Road Dogg does not have the roster that he used to have that he could pull from. Like, okay, you match, you match. I don't think he only can do so much. Like you said, like Kerry said a couple times, Bianca put a real kink in a lot of creative. Liv Morgan put a real kink in a lot of creative.
Yeah.
And then we had somebody else that was a major player that went down.
Naomi.
I can't remember right now.
Yeah, Naomi
you
going
got
down.
Naomi is one of them. You got Kip Cross left. You know what I'm saying? All these talents are leaving and asking for their release. You have less and less weapons as the weeks go by. But you got to make do with what you got. I honestly think it's not just the ESPN complaints. I think it's the whole universe as a whole, for the simple fact. Kerry put a clip up on the Ring Report Facebook story of a guy that I watch frequently, him complaining. And he had a point. You keep going for viral moments instead of building storylines. You want this viral moment to play on social media and get your clip 2-3 million views like Speed getting speared from, you know what I'm saying, from Braun Breaker, but you're not building no storylines. You got some storylines in there with it, but they're not captivating like they used to be. You're shooting for viral moments, and I think the moment that they get over that and go back to the storylines the way it used to be, the way when Triple H first took over, I think that will be a solution.
And Kerry, I blame social media because everybody want viral moments. Everybody want the 3.2K, the 1 million people followers. So I do blame social media, but I will say it explains more. It explains more why Roman is now more in it because honestly, the storytelling, like you said, too, Storm, when he was in it, that drama and that saga of storylines was real prevalent, and SmackDown was on point. And maybe now they're seeing, what more and more that he brought to the table. But now we're gonna get to SmackDown, what they heard. Now I'm gonna tell you, when we get there, that's probably one of the best SmackDowns I've seen in a long time. And I mean one of the best. So moving on to rundown. Tell people to leave Paul Heyman alone. I just don't understand why people continue to bother that man, and I get it. You know, people taking what we say, and then now I guess Braun Strowman calls Paul Heyman Oswald Cobblepot, which is the Penguin. And apparently during Monday Night Raw, Heyman said that Bronson Reed was the only wrestler to ever put Roman Reigns on the stretcher. But so Braun
And
Strowman,
when
who
you
has
said that, I
credence,
knew it was going to be
yeah,
backlash.
but Braun Strowman had credence because at the end of the day he's done the same thing. But Heyman, later Later, Heyman responded and said, "Listen, shout out to you. I didn't know you were still alive. So listen, neither did nobody
That's
else.
crazy.
Neither did nobody else. And so,
Cold blooded. And I knew, and
and
that just
I
goes back to what I was saying.
would suggest just leave Paul Heyman alone. That's just me because every time Paul, everybody try to jump on Paul, Paul comes back and he and literally be having something to say, and yeah, I would in my case, but I will say, but you can't discredit the things that Braun Strowman did because Braun Strowman logistically, you can't rewrite and say he didn't like Bronson Reed was the only one. No, because at the end of the day,
That's not
Bronson,
true.
man, when it came down to beating big people up, you had to go through Bronson Reed. In order to be a big person and and have credence in WWE, you had to go through him.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob Fatu wouldn't have no U.S. championship without going against Braun Strowman.
Man, like that. They was tearing him up, boy. And then
I,
they released him
I
after that.
mean,
He
good
was on his
grief,
way out. Left
They
that
good
boy
had,
grace.
bleeding from the mouth, boy.
had
They stopped the
him.
mess for that boy.
Dwayne,
Son,
your new day, the new day, have re-signed for 5 years. What they getting ready to
why?
do?
Why?
I don't
It's
know.
gonna take Kofi to
Have
about
some more
50, I
Tekken
think.
tournaments on YouTube.
They got a
You know,
5-year deal.
was it both of them? Because I seen the article about Woods. I didn't know it was both of them.
Yeah, it's both of them.
They wound up getting it. I think
It's-
uh,
so are they
Oh
signed
yeah, well, I
individually or
forget.
as a tag team?
Tag team. Shout out to Big E for getting the haircut, boy. I'm trying to tell you
Oh,
on
shit.
point this week, boy. I'm sorry.
it looked bad though. It looked bad. He got a
ESPN made
haircut.
him do
It
that.
looked bad. He got
Yeah.
little members. They fist balled up on it
Y'all
Oh
crazy.
still.
wow, you are
Y'all
your
crazy on that
father's
one.
child.
Of course, that's he said the
You are
little
your
men with
father.
their fist
He's
balled up.
standing
So
on the mountain
You
with their
know,
fist balled up.
you know that cut was fresh. You know he was fresh out there. My
it
man
was.
had the Caesar with the sun was
He
hitting me.
he
It was.
he left the house that morning. He left the house that morning like, oh, I'm gonna kill him with this. where,
All right,
where
yes,
my
sir.
Oh
where my
man.
bonnet at?
And now that they're signed for 5 more years, we get to see more antics. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm lost now
What they
with
gonna do
them.
with that?
I don't
You
know
know
what
what?
they're doing.
Exactly, because you know what? Um, these boys been the champions for what 100 and some odd days and have one title defense.
One. I
One,
thought it was the Judgment
one.
Day. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that is.
The
As
Judgment
Stuart
Day?
said, that is wild. Yes, but they
Well,
there
that,
every week talking trash, doing their thing. They defended the titles one time because they in so many different storylines.
oh,
I think that's
And I
just bizarre.
and honestly, part of that is because in Judgment Day, it's Dom who has majority of the
this
storylines and they're
They just
pushing him but it's still. But my whole thing is even regardless of that, I think they should be the tag team champions should be wrestling every week. Somebody hurt, probably so.
that's what it is.
Gotta be. They're covering up somebody until they get. That's what I'm thinking, and they don't want to take the belts off of them because they got a plan, right?
So, do you think that going back to the New Day? Do you think they're gonna have them? You think they're gonna have another story, like another good run, or are they just
I
gonna be
mean,
the?
they gonna
I
have
think
to.
so. I
You
mean,
can't sign for
they
five
got
years and
five
do
years.
nothing.
They got 5 years.
Well,
They got to do
Oh,
something.
you
there
got
you
5 years to put over new talent. That's what you got.
go.
Speaking of resigning and Santos Escobar, he did something. He did something that Killer Cross couldn't do. He told them I am not resigning, and was getting ready to walk away, and was on his way to AEW. But then WWE said, "Hold on," because apparently he had some great ideas when it comes to creative, when it comes to his character. So they re-signed him, offered him, and now he's back with WWE.
Give him a little bit more change.
He's got a legitimate gripe. He's got a legitimate right. You sitting over here making luchadors when you got real live ones that came up in the culture sitting in catering.
I heard that he
You
didn't want
got
to be
the
on
modern
AAA.
day Americanos
You
headbutting
said
people.
you heard what?
That he don't want to be in AAA. That he want to be on the main roster.
Yeah, because they wanted him to be in AAA.
Yeah.
And he ain't
Mm-hmm.
want, and you just can't, just because we got all that, you just can't regulate people just because that's what you think.
Yeah.
No, now he can go and make some appearances, yeah, but you just can't regulate because he came to WWE. But shout out to Santos for standing 10 toes down on his own creative, on his
Mm-hmm.
own stuff, and worked out. I hope it works out for you. I do. I hope it works out for you. Um, and then here we got some new releases that happened. Wesley gone. Roman Reigns' brother gone. Stevie Turner, Kylie Ray, Zeta Steele, Braden, BJ Ray, Hayes, Jameson, Summer Sorrell, Draco Knox, Jen Tyler, Jamar Hampton, Zara Zecher. They're all gone.
Wow, BJ
That's
Ray,
And
one big
that's the
question.
dude from LFG.
and your girl
You're
is
naming
still on the
people.
roster.
You're naming people that didn't even lead a performance center. What are you talking?
It's like you don't
Yeah.
even
Hey,
need.
listen,
But
you can't get out the
I'm just saying,
performance center.
they didn't get out of the performance center. And Wesley is a great talent, but your girl
Who did
Who?
it?
is still on the roster.
Who?
Which girl?
Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Who? Maxine Dupree?
Maxine Dupree.
She's
I
still
was just guessing.
where's she at?
Getting better.
She
She made
wrestled
the
Becky
cut.
last week.
That's how she made the
Wait.
cut.
Who
And
is
she won.
who is Zeta
They took her
Steele?
name off that list. She got a dub against Becky. The girl that was the Evolve champion, the one that had the attitude down there in Evolve.
Um,
Oh, the black girl?
Yeah, the muscle bound black
They
girl.
let
I
her
thought she was
go?
actually going to make it to the main roster. That's the only steal on the
What?
roster.
no,
And Max
I guess.
and
the chick
Maxine? You
the
know what?
chick
I'm
from
good.
NXT, the chick on ain't that a chick on NXT that's a steal. That's what they let go?
Ella May, something like
Tyra
that. Is that
May.
her?
She's on Evolve. She's on Evolve, player.
No, she's on
That's
NXT. She
crazy.
won an
She made a
NXT
couple of.
contract. She won
She
she
got it.
listen. Well, then they advertised because they were saying if you win LFG, you get an NXT contract. The girl that
Well,
won the first year.
they can still
She
move.
won the Evolve title, but that don't mean she's not eligible to get cut. No way.
Dang, they dropped her. That's crazy.
Damn, she just got there.
No, her name was it
Her name
Tyra
is
Steele?
Tyra
Wait a
May.
minute. What's her,
Tyra May Steele.
is
Shush,
that
please.
her?
Shush, please. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry. I just can't believe. I just
Well,
can't believe.
they let BJ Ray go. He ain't even make it off of LFG.
Y'all, and here's a crazy thing. So because we got here, and here's my last rundown. I was watching the kickoff show or the pre-show that was before Crown Jewel, and they were interviewing AJ Styles. And I'm not sure if y'all saw this, but AJ Styles said 2026 will be his last year. He said he
Yep.
is done wrestling, and he said there's a time where, just like John Cena said, sometimes your body ain't up to it anymore, and he wants to spend time with his family. So, how does he go out? Does he get a tour? Good
Maybe
grief!
his
Yeah, he does.
maybe his tour starts
Next
now.
year it's a tour. No, his tour starts next year. He's done at the end of the year. Survivor Series will be his last PLE.
I'm laughing because they all my age. I was like, yeah, y'all. Damn, y'all retired? Is
Yes,
that time for us?
it's time to go.
Around by that time.
It's
Class of
time to go.
'95. It's time to go.
Time to go.
Time to go.
And maybe we can think about all the other ones who are on the next clip on their way on up out the door. Um, You
There is
know,
some space.
and some
You
people,
know what?
and you
You
probably
don't
still good
want,
at what you do, but
but see, just like this could WWE and entertainment. It can be just like just like any other sport. You wake up one day and you just ain't got it no more. I'm watching Joe
yeah,
Flacco play quarterback, and it's like, yo, dude, you might as well just go on and sit down, my boy. Go on and retire. You done it all. Some of these wrestlers. Like when Eric was
Russell
talking about
Wilson.
the Undertaker, Russell Wilson, he lost it
Oh,
over.
don't
It's just like overnight, overnight,
worry.
I know we
man.
talk about wrestling, but I know that today, Tony Gonzalez said, I ain't never seen somebody play themselves out the Hall of Fame before in my life.
Man, listen,
Yes,
listen. But the crazy part is, this is when I knew about when 40 was coming. Stuff started happening just because, like out the blue. Like so when I know I can't do it no more, stuff start hurting just for no reason.
I stepped out the shower and tweaked my whole area. Way back.
wait.
Hey,
We can't
I know it.
hey,
we can't even
listen,
play street football no more. I'm
listen,
all time
listen.
quarterback. Y'all
One of my friends, I was saying that to them the other day. He was like, "Man, all of a sudden," he said, my back started hurting. I said, "Mm-hmm." And then he said, and today one of my friends today go, see, she was getting somebody out and her knee just tweaked and popped. And I said, mm-hmm. And she said, "What's what that mm-hmm mean?" I said that's that 40 coming. I know what that means. 40
Listen,
on the way. It's just
I
out
got
of
a
nowhere.
client. I got a
listen.
client. She stepped up the shower. She didn't do nothing crazy. Tore her knee up. Just getting out the shower.
It's
I
what I'm telling you, it's on the way.
my
I know when
crew.
it's
What
coming. That's a
this
symptom.
guy?
Imagine we ain't doing anything like that.
This
So
this guy that's a crew chief on one of the crews I work with. He tore his Achilles getting out the shower.
See? It's a symptom. When people be like, and I say it all the time, when people be talking about, I be like, that's a symptom. They be like, for what? How old are you? How
Hey,
old are you? They be like 38, 40 on the way. I know what I know. Just forgive
who
me.
is it?
It's
40.
on the way, knocking at the door.
and like we're not
Right.
on the level of
Hey,
doing all the stuff that these wrestlers got to do. So can you
I
imagine?
can't. I
I give
can't.
you
My back hurting and I'm just hurting.
I give you one better. 40 fine. 50 bring on a different challenge.
No, I
Hear
believe
me?
it. I ain't
Y'all ain't get
excited. I ain't
y'all ain't
excited.
there yet, but there's days I get up and I'm like,
I ain't excited.
oh God. Yo,
If it gives me any inkling of what this has been, I am not excited. I'm gonna tell you that
man,
right
listen.
now,
You be
because
looking at me like this.
it's
You
waiting
listen.
on you. It's waiting.
That
It
that
is
you
waiting for me.
It's waiting
you
on
be
you.
you be hyped for that big 5-0,
Look right there.
but the day after you be like, oh
But it's
wait, what did I do?
You think no? I thank God that I'm thank God that I get to live to see 50. But the fact that your body just listen, I know my kids be like, let's go out here and race.
No,
For
I'm good.
what?
I'm good.
I don't have nothing to. You're not gonna have me on Instagram
Listen,
because every
I'm gonna
time I
tell
see
you what.
somebody out here who was my age racing their kids, they blow a tire every time, and,
That big
it,
squirrel.
and
He
it won't be
needs
me.
some milk.
It won't be me. I promise you, it
it's
won't be
not.
me. I can promise you
It
that.
won't.
It won't be. I got to be smarter than that.
I'm
So,
I'm
Dwayne,
I'm gonna
while you
I'm
right
gonna give you
there,
I'm gonna
we
give
were
you a
talking
fast one
about
real
the
quick.
rundown.
I'm gonna give you a fast one real quick, Kerry. Your boy Kyle. Remember Khalid, Kyle Thomas? His
Mhm.
son is 9 years old. Okay. Now I'm doing one of their games last week, and I'm on the wing. He gets the kickoff and he runs it back, and I got to chase this little 9-year-old down the field, 67 yards. I'm like, damn, I
I
only
told
got
you, chill out.
I only got 2 or 3 good sprints in me, right? His team gets the ball. He scored.
Gotta
So
watch
he
that.
gets the ball back, and then he goes for 70 yards. And I told my man, I was like, listen, tell the coach to give the ball to somebody else because I can't chase your son down the field no more. I'm done. So yeah,
Everywhere,
let's go.
every time, I'm not going to the end zone. It's from right here. He's good, but listen,
Hey,
Touchdown.
touchdown,
yeah.
Don't
touchdown.
take that man yards away because
Oh
you
wait,
I ain't take
listen.
nothing
you
away.
I ain't,
got
I
him
I
just
ain't
ain't gonna
taking
make
his
it.
control.
yards away. I just ain't gonna be there.
Mr.
I'm just ain't gonna
Binoculars.
beat him to the end zone.
You get good,
I'm
bro. You get good. Touchdown.
So
It's
listen,
good.
so listen. we were talking about rundown, and then rundown leads us to our mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. We're gonna go to mic check real quick. Something new. My mic sounds nice. Check
One.
one. My mic sounds nice. Check two. My mic sounds nice. Check three. Listen, we are mic check. Dwayne, take us away.
Okay, so this week, mic check. We're gonna go with this right here. Storm has made this man his horseman on an occasion, talking about his pixie dust, and just even yesterday during Crown Jewel, we realized that it ain't Seth that's calling the shots. It's my man Paul Heyman. So my check this week is gonna be Paul Heyman and his response to Braun Strowman on X. This was the day after Raw, after Braun Strowman Braun Strowman watching our show and tried to call him Oswald Cobblepot. And the quote goes like this. It says, "Dear Mr. Strowman, your post was brought to my attention. I have nothing negative to say about you, nor to you, sir. In fact, I'm actually relieved and indeed celebratory to learn you are still alive. Something most of us didn't realize and even fewer cared about. With love and respect, Paul
Put your
Heyman."
shoes on.
Y'all gonna stop playing with Paul, like Eric said. I think
All right.
he
shoes
is.
on.
Hey, listen, Seth Rollins out there talking about he is a revolutionary and a visionary. It's Paul Heyman that's the visionary. Because, listen, they was gonna leave that boy out to hang. They was gonna put him out in his own group had he not beat Cody last night. And they told him, I don't care. He could stand up on the ring apron and wave till the cows come home. Don't go. Let him do this. Because if not, he's done. Paul Heyman, mic check this week on X.
Shout out to Paul Heyman. Shout out to Paul Heyman. Shout out to Paul Heyman.
Yeah, but leave that man alone.
Leave him alone. He got comebacks for days.
He got comebacks for days.
Weight too. Like, don't do that. Like, all right.
He's defenseless as a mug. I don't understand why you got an alligator mouth with a hummingbird behind. I just don't. Fully understand because, the last time you played this game, you ended up with a broken blood vessel in your eye in the hospital. Why you want to play with Braun Strowman like that? Like he won't pull up. Like he still ain't contracted to WWE.
Hey,
is he?
What you said he?
Whoa! He said an alligator mouth with a who behind? Remember last week he said he don't know where I get.
It's not.
Wow.
Wait.
Whoa. Wow. It's not conducive to his health at all.
Wait.
At all.
Did y'all
Let me be real. If I was Braun Strowman and I saw that, and he tweeted that.
But honestly, Braun Strowman bought on himself. He started it. Like if you can't start it, Paul, Paul hit him a little bit.
No,
yes, he did. He called that man the Penguin.
Hey, look, he only called that man the Penguin after that man did not give him his credit. And we have all called him.
Maybe he forgot.
Maybe he forgot. 3 weeks ago.
Maybe he forgot. He forgot.
How?
He got to push. He got to push his wrestler. Yeah, it's a symptom.
Push your wrestler. Just don't disrespect the people that.
He might have forgot.
It's a symptom. Forgetfulness.
You ain't see what happened to me about 20 minutes, like an hour ago. I was lost. I knew what I was trying to say, but it won't come out.
I got you.
It's a symptom.
Everybody is entitled to a brain fart, but at the end of the day, you made the mistake of publicly on air on Monday Night Raw.
An alligator.
A hummingbird behind.
You got an alligator mouth with a hummingbird behind. Yes. And I kept the PG. Understand what I'm saying?
That's crazy. I have never.
Understand what I'm saying?
I have never heard that in my life, bro.
Lord Jesus.
That was great.
Here's what you need to understand. You got called Oswald Cobblepot because you did not acknowledge that name. And you spent the whole 4 years with somebody asking everybody to acknowledge him.
What is he, 5? So we had to call him a name? Like, come on, bro.
Wait, where did he get that name from?
All he did was call him
I'm just saying
Oswald Cobblepot
that sounds like some Penguin thing
and
back in
reminded him that he
April.
put Roman in the ambulance long before.
Mm.
Now,
Well,
who is that?
I tell you what. Well, regardless of the fact, Paul Heyman got the mic check of the week because of his clapback for Braun Strowman. Y'all, here we are. It's Four Horsemen time. It is Four Horsemen time. Y'all know what Four Horsemen is. It's our best four of the week, and we compare them to a Four Horsemen. Y'all ready? Let's go. Let's get two claps and a Ric Flair. Well, since we've been talking about them, Storm, who's your Four Horsemen this week?
I don't know why that's up there.
Oh,
Oh, we didn't change.
my bad. Let's take it off. Who you got this week?
My four horsemen is John Cena for the clinic him and AJ Styles put on because
Oh yeah,
he actually, like Triple H said, gave a love letter to wrestling. And the only other person I know can do that is Ric Flair. You feel me? So I got to give him the horseman this week and compare him to Ric Flair on this week.
that's what's up, yo.
Yep.
You can tell when somebody loves what they do,
Mm-hmm.
and I know he got symptoms of 40 and some change. And so,
John Cena gonna be crying and snot this last match. Put the best money on
so,
that, boy.
so for you to do what you did to give the audience in Australia something that they wish they got to see, although it won't the players that put the moves on. You gave the moves so they got a chance in that 15 minutes or 20-minute match that you guys put on. They got a chance to see nostalgia, and I'm so excited about. I was so excited about that. So John Cena, all right. Dwayne, who you got? Might as well go to you. Come on.
How about that? You know, I was hoping to kind of play off of this. You know, I'm gonna go AJ Styles. He's gonna be my horseman this week. I've noticed that the WWE trusts AJ when it comes to their senior citizen wrestlers. He had the match. He had the Boneyard match with Undertaker. Basically, you know, the last time
Put
he was
your
ring
shoes on.
because he took care of him. They told a great story and it was good. For him to go through this with John Cena, I mean, years. I mean, it didn't need no build up. They didn't get after each other building up to the match, and it was probably the best match of the night,
Right.
probably match of the year. I was gonna go. Whoever didn't pick, if somebody picked John Cena, I was gonna pick AJ. If somebody would have picked AJ, I was gonna pick John Cena. But both of them gentlemen need to be considered this week for Horsemen. I don't even know who AJ Styles because you know what? There's a crazy thing about it. AJ is, I guess I've underrated him, and he's been underrated for years. You know, he's got the stupid little soccer mom haircut, as his friend Chris Jericho called it. But AJ Styles, man, he's gonna get my horseman this week. Give me some help, family.
You freaking idiot.
Who can who can we compare him to? I'm asking for help. Who can we compare him
I'm
to?
like jamming it.
You can give him Dean Malenko.
What you say?
His music is
Dean
very
Malenko
loud.
was technical like AJ Styles was.
Hey, what did he say? So we go Dean Malenko for AJ Styles. That's not a problem. But AJ Styles, he and it's a shame that you know what? Next year we'll be doing this for him. Maybe does he get the same type of going away? I mean, he probably won't get the same type of going away that John's got because he's not the never seen 17. But he does deserve his flowers.
Stratton notes.
Yeah.
Well, well, so we have AJ Styles. AJ could have been easily compared to Barry Windham too a little bit.
Okay. So we listen. We can all give
was a
something.
student of the game, yes.
But yeah, that
So
match.
I'm gonna go
that
next
match was
because I don't
great.
want to be the one. I don't want to be the one to end it. So I'm gonna go. against everything that's in me and everything, because I like to say kayfabe, but I at this point, I'm going the Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker. I mean, ever since they took, Seth came and took over, these two gentlemen have been causing mayhem. And for Braun Breaker, and although they took out my tribal chief again, with some help from
You
his
think that's funny? You
his
think that's nice
cousins.
what you just said?
I,
You think that's nice what you just said?
it's not, but
Okay.
I'm just I gotta
It's accurate.
laugh I gotta
It
laugh
is
to keep me
accurate,
from
though.
crying. So um, I want to give them some kind of kudos. This tag team, at some point, they'll probably be tag team champions, and realistically, they don't need the belts. I think right now they don't need the belts. They're coming out looking like Demolition with their jackets, or another type of Steiner brother type. They coming out,
They're
but
swagger
they're
jackers.
working as a team, and I thought putting them together. I didn't know. I never thought that way they would work as well that they do, and I didn't think it was going to be able to pull them off to be. These two young gentlemen are now stepping up, and I can see WWE being in good hands with both of these young men, and for Roman to want to be a part of that and to see what they're doing. I thought this was I could give them kudos. And Bronson Reed is the second guy to pin Roman Reigns
in,
in
in,
almost
in
5 years,
almost 12 years. This
and
is so
in a singles match.
this is so disheartening.
In a singles match. So if I would compare them, it would be Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. I would put them two together, and it looked like, because they think about it, Arn Anderson and Tully coming together, it looked like a tag team that don't look like they're supposed to be together, but they're together, and they win. So that's my four horsemen, y'all. It pained me so much. It hurt.
Mm, mm.
It hurt.
Yeah.
Well,
We're gonna have
Kerry,
discussions
make me
later.
feel better. What's your four horsemen? What's the four horsemen for this week? I no, you can't talk. I can do this because the very time you put Drew McIntyre on here, you lost me. You lost me a long time ago.
You think that's nice
Oh,
what you just said to
oh,
me?
backwoods. You let backwoods come on here.
But see, that's only because I knew that's only because I know he can't stand prosperity and was just gonna go back to who he was, the McIntyre. I set him up. It was a trap.
Well, he should have. He could. So he could have stayed
Terry,
off
what's
here.
your horseman?
He stayed. Come on, moderator. I got this. I'm just playing. Go ahead, Kerry. What's your four horsemen?
Oh wow, look at this game. Oh, okay. So my four horsemen, 2 weeks in a row. That would be OTC. My QB1, Roman Reigns. Let me tell you, the fact that he is in this moment where he is putting over the people. He got pinned and I didn't even feel bad yesterday. I was like, oh, look at Roman working. He is out there putting them young people over. I absolutely love it. That's how I mean, I'm just the whole moment he's putting over his cousins. My thing is this: he the same age. They all the same age as far as him and the twins. So the fact that he's still so much like
Levels above.
levels above that it looks like he's like so much older than them. They're not. They're all the same age. So the fact that he's putting over his family, he's putting over his cousins, he's putting over low key, probably distant cousin, maybe with Bronson Reed. You know, he's Samoan also. Just the fact that he's putting those people over, it's just like I love that. I didn't even feel bad when he got pinned. He's my four horsemen for this week. For the second week in a row, I'm going to compare him to no, sir. I am going to compare him to Ric Flair. Can't do it no better than that.
Okay.
I love it.
Can I say something? You in this man's home country.
Of course you can.
You ain't the champion. You ain't fighting for the crown jewel. And it seems like it's almost on cue. After they introduce Bronson Reed, Roman Reigns, and then they stop, and then they give you that entrance, and it's just, and even Wade Barrett was like, if you've never seen this before, this is total theater.
but I was watching it. It almost involves, and really, it not even a Rock to a point. It gives me Terry, and let me tell you why. Because your whole body is involved. I think there's a different Undertaker. But something like Undertaker in the beginning, it was a different type of aura. He was more scared. He was more scary than anything. This this type of entrance is, I don't know, it's different. This it's unexplainable. Like there is a
An
and
experience. I think it
yeah,
was what said that.
yeah, it's an
Wait, right.
experience. Yeah, it's an
Mm-hmm.
experience, and I wanted to like, and you got to be able to witness it at some point just to be in there in that moment. So shout out to Roman Reigns again. And like you and if you didn't see that interview, he was on Pat McAfee last week. I went and I because I keep Pat McAfee on record. I went back and saw it and like Dwayne said, he said it. He said there's no number one. People always are trying to get to that spot. And Seth think he's there now, but there's a difference between Seth and Roman. Like Seth
Mm-hmm.
need these belts. Roman don't need them belts, man. So that's four horsemen, y'all. Shout out to AJ Styles, the Bronze, Roman Reigns, and John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, that takes us to Monday Night Raw of last week. We had that backstage segment with the Bloodline. We had the backstage segment with Roman, Jay, and Jimmy. And we noticed some, you know, Jay said, "No, I got you." You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, first off, you had Roman come out to the ring, and you had people, got the interruptions, and they talking about Alpha and Sika, and Roman said, "Well, listen, at this point, my daddy used to say, fight now. If you want to fight, let's go." And he said, I know what he's telling you right now. I've been there. I've been right where you are. He's telling you on my terms." He said, "But at the end of the day, everything's my terms. Everything is in my terms." But we get backstage, and you know, Jimmy was like, "Man, them fools bringing up the family. We got you." No, Jason, no, I got you. And so this was a segment where we knew where there were going to be some type of not division, but some not being together on the same. That's it, on the same page when it came to Crown Jewel, because they're not on the same page. One says, "I got you." One making decisions without the other. And normally the Usos are better when they understand each other, right? And so we have this saga, and it's continuing the bloodline. I'm not sure what chapter we're in. Probably chapter 15 at this point.
What
And
year?
what'd you say?
I said, what year is it?
Yeah, it's like what edition we're in right now, the
Mhm.
bloodline saga. We're in some type of edition. And honestly, but then you still got the CM Punk. This was the part. He says, was this the part where Roman was like, "Who got the top of the hour?" And Jey Uso says, "CM Punk." He was like, "Exactly." Jay was like, "He," and then and then he went, and then we got here we are. We had the CM Punk promo interrupted by LA Knight, and then Jey Uso interrupts, and then we get a what, Gary?
Match.
We get us a match. Um, and then CM Punk and LA Knight defeat the Usos in the main event. And then that's part of also too another piece in the back where they get upset because Jay was like, "Hey, I'm trying to out here run the play, and you put us in tag team matches."
He said, "You trying to protect him. You trying to protect
you got to
so
tell me whose side you want, who's for real, for real. You got to tell me whose side you want, who's.
Dwayne, that could have been your mic check also with Roman basically telling him like I see and I hear everything.
Yeah,
What's wrong with
I feel
him?
like so.
I bet you would. I
Mhm.
know you'd have said it.
He said, "What's wrong with him taking advice from me?" he more like me than he ever gonna be like you. I said, oh, that's not nice because you ain't never been champion.
Listen, when you
I
tell
would be like,
somebody
put your shoes
we
on.
celebrate that you still alive, then come on.
Okay, yeah. But I'm just saying but for him to tell Jimmy,
Yeah.
Jay is when he won that title, will be more like me than you. Because that's when Jimmy was like, he ain't like you, and this, and that. I see what you're doing. You're trying to turn him. He's like, oh yeah.
But this is what Roman said on the Pat McAfee show. He just said, "Man, I just wish they'd listen." Because he said, "I've been there. Like I know how to get there."
Mm-hmm.
One thing this is the one thing he said. He said he was talking about Paul Heyman, y'all. And the one thing he said in this interview was like Paul Heyman would just be around just talking. And sometimes he won't talk to me. And sometimes he'll just tell stories all over and over again. And he said, I never told him to shut up. He says,
Listen,
because I understood the wisdom. He says, I always, everything that he said, I soaked in. Now, Paul Heyman think he ain't told me everything. But everything that he said, every time he said something, there was something new that he said. And I took it. And I became a sponge. He said, you know how old people talk? He said, I let him talk.
is that
He said,
that's fair? That's us?
he said, I just let him, he just said, I just let him talk. I let him talk.
Mm.
I just let him talk because now I took what he said and now I'm making it my own. And he said, that's the name
It's
of,
the
that's what he
same
said,
thing.
that's the name of the game, he said, because that's what everybody does. That's how Michael Jordan got better. That's how Tiger Woods was who he was. You take what the greats do and you make it your own.
Yeah,
I mean, look at Paul Heyman's track record.
right. He know what he talking
It's,
about a little something.
it's undeniable.
Mm-hmm.
From
It's
Octo Cinco,
undeniable.
Rick Rude, Stone Cold. Oh, he was stunning Steve Austin at that point. But everybody has sat under that learning tree, even Triple
Yeah.
H. Everybody has sat under that learning tree. The Undertaker sat under the learning tree. Paul Heyman was the one that called Vince and took Undertaker to see Vince to bring him to WWE. Without Paul
And
Heyman, there's a lot of key moments in this wrestling business that would not be happening.
and I believe before Roman's time is up, he'll be, and not trying to be funny or not trying to, I'm not saying he's going to take Paul's place, but he knows too much.
Yeah, he has the capability of being a good manager and running it through the industry as management.
Can you see him bringing his family and being the ultimate wise man
Mm.
in WWE?
Yeah,
My God,
Like his dad,
yeah.
was his dad that was doing that was part of the head shrink, or that was the manager of the head shrinkers, or was that the other one?
he was for a little while. Yeah,
Okay. Remember he used to
with
bring them in the ring.
Yeah, and I can see that. And so what he's
with
trying, and
Rikishi
I see him
and his cousin.
molding his, and that's why, like, at some point, Jimmy and Jay, they've reached, Jimmy's time is coming. He's gonna win like I see it. Jimmy's time is coming, y'all. And before it's over with, he's gonna win him a singles title. But
Yeah.
it's like this is the moment where in 2026 you're gonna see it. I believe, clock it right here. I believe there's gonna be a shift in 2026 when it comes to the mindset of the Usos. I think both of them. There is gonna be and it's gonna have to take on that mindset of I need to get to the mountain, and how do I get there? And the only way they can get there is if they
Yeah.
take time and sit up under their wisdom.
If you don't listen, you can't win.
You can't win.
You can't win. So you gotta listen.
That reminds me of the storyline between Daniel Bryan and The Miz.
Mm.
That thing went on for at least about 8 years.
I saw a clip
Miz
of that.
told Daniel Bryan that you got to be a star. You got to do whatever it takes to win. You got to win. And Daniel Bryan did it his way and ended up with concussions and hurt. And in the end, he got his last championship in WWE from cheating and low blowing AJ Styles. And The Miz asked him, did you get your championship? Did you finally make it up here? by doing everything that I said. And Daniel Bryan admitted, yeah, because without everything, he said he can't stand the Miz, but without everything the Miz told him, he wouldn't have been able to make it back to that championship again.
You got to listen, and that's why Jimmy trying to do it his way. And sometimes at this point, Jimmy got to let some stuff go.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole family. I'm sorry. It's got to be said. It's
Like
got
the
to be
whole
said.
what?
Sometimes the whole bloodline.
You
Sometimes you
got
got to roll on your own.
right
My
when you
man got it.
but even rolling on your own don't mean keep helping people out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got to. Yo, my man got to turn into Sting and the Raptors. You understand
Hey,
me?
boy, don't
He got.
don't give me chills.
He got to turn into the Crow Sting, my boy. Like you
Yeah,
got to
that'd be
go.
crazy.
Like you.
That'd be
Like you. Just watch. You know what I'm
that'd be
saying?
crazy.
Let everybody get beat up. Let them call you from the ring, Jimmy. Just look at.
And I'm like I said,
Just look
and
at.
I'm interested. I'm so interested. I'm going back to Rome. I'm so interested of these two Ula fathers. He carried. I understand what they
The
were saying,
original
but
thought was,
yeah, I know it was supposed to be for both uncle and dad. But there's is something about these two, this black and red. There is more to it, and he's wearing them in these pay-per-views, big events. There's a reason. There's something about these two
so.
Ula fathers.
You think he
So
gonna
your
pass
idea
it
is he
off?
gonna pass one on?
I don't. He's running up. All I'm saying, y'all, it's like Dwayne. What I always say is Easter eggs. That he's wearing it to the ring for a reason deeper than we know. Telling you, but NXT Storm. This was a big
Right.
NXT this past week. This was the Showdown
Yeah, we
on
have
it.
invasion, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. It did not go the way I thought it was gonna go.
Okay.
Now I get it. It's all about leaving a lasting impression, but some of that stuff, yeah. Okay, so starting out, kicking off the show, Hardy Boys versus Dark State. Hardy Boys win.
This is Dwayne
So they
boy.
are now NXT Tag Team Champions, TNA Tag Team Champions, and I think they hold the Openweight Tag Team Championships in Japan. Don't quote me, but they are 4-time tag champions right now.
They just won
How?
another one. They just won another tag team champion.
Yeah, they are now 4-time tag team champions.
He is
I
old as
don't know how. I just don't know how. Because Jeff Hardy looked like his legs is giving out every step. Like I just don't. I
48
don't
show.
fully understand, but it's okay. So then we had the Women's Survivor Series team match against Team NXT and Team TNA. Team NXT wins with JC Jane and Sol Luca being the survivors. Ethan Page defeats Mustafa Ali. That was a banger, but
Yeah, that match
Mustafa
was good.
Ali got
That match was good.
he got his leg caught up in Booker T's
Oh yeah.
headset and got distracted and got that that finisher.
Mm.
So now you got Dr. Wagner Jr. from AAA challenging Ethan Page for the North American Championship. Then we went on to the men's Survivor Series match between NXT and TNA, and Trick Williams decides when it's just him and Ricky Saints to make his exit. And Ricky Saints tried to survive. Lord knows he tried to survive.
No, he didn't leave him hanging.
But
Terrible.
soon as
Such
soon as Moose hit him with the power bomb,
such good heel work. Such good heel work.
and Mike Santana spun the block, it was over. So Team TNA won that one.
Mm.
But here's my thing: what reason did you have to walk off?
Heel work. Heel work.
He is
Yeah, but
working.
from what angle? Because
I
I
don't
watch
know.
NXT and I'm still a little lost. Like, why? For what
Yeah.
reason? Because when you came into the locker room, Ricky was trying to be a teammate. He took the jersey. He was trying to be, even though you was trying to be funny and put a 2 up there and said he was number 2 and gave him a lowercase c. when you know he the captain of the team.
That's why he left him. Like, look, yeah, Captain.
Just wrong, man. Just wrong.
I'm gonna tell y'all what surprised me too about NXT, that Jada Parker took the first pin though. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
No love for Miss Parker, huh?
No. Oh,
I like
I did see a clip where Almost and Obafemi was facing off with each other.
that.
Yeah, Almost clotheslined the mess
Good.
out of Obafemi, boy.
Good.
Yeah, but speaking of Obafemi, are you talking about y'all just talking about Omos? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
clotheslined the
crazy.
bricks off that boy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yes. He found out it was a different ruler on the other side of the situation. It ain't
Now
just one ruler.
if they can make that happen, my gracious, like if they make that happen, I don't know. But yeah,
Poor Obafemi.
I thought NXT was good. I'm excited to see what we're moving towards on that, y'all. And now we had SmackDown, probably the best SmackDown in several weeks, or maybe since this new season began. This right here had some originality. This had some surprises. This had some people reconnecting. This had some people coming back. So we have a backstage segment with Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu. And Jacob Fatu says, when I'm done with Drew McIntyre, hey, I'm coming to yada that mean. You know what yada that mean? I'm coming to see you. And all Cody did was look at him and said, good. Right? And then you have Drew McIntyre, of course. Here he come. He wanted Drew things. And so Drew said, what you thought was gonna happen? What you thought was gonna happen? And so and then we get a vice versa. Drew McIntyre is having his little talk with the general manager, and here comes Jacob Fatu. And Jacob Fatu, I don't know if y'all heard it, but when they were pulling him away, Jacob said,
Get
I
y'all,
do this.
get y'all punk asses off me.
Jacob said, I do this. I said, oh.
I love it.
he for real. So Carrie,
Maybe let me press a little something there.
so next week we have a what?
Match.
We have a match. We have Drew versus Jacob. I'm excited to see this match. And I think whoever wins this match, I'm guessing, I hope Jacob wins, because I would love to see a Jacob and Cody. And I'm interested to see how Jacob is going to Survivor Series. I'm this is what the rumor is, and he's going to be on Roman's team, and I'm interested to see how this transpires. Because remember, I told y'all a long time ago, and I think we all agreed that at some point Jacob will be teamed up with Roman. So the question now becomes, maybe he gets it. Maybe he's going to be the one who's going to understand.
Listen.
That's going to listen. Maybe he's tired. Maybe he's like, you know what? The Usos not listening. Maybe if I...
Come on. Say it.
Maybe he goes to get Jacob. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm not. Wait.
Say it.
Look at the way he said it.
Come on.
These
Come on, say
two,
it.
somebody got to get it.
Say it.
Somebody got to get it. What if that's... I think that just can't... Oh, my gosh. What if that...
No, sir.
Hold on. You saying no, sir, but let me say this to you. Everybody, because right now everything is, we're pointing to Jay being it. But remember,
I don't want to see you to Christmas.
no, I didn't say you. I didn't say you. I'm talking about the universe. It's almost. But remember when that media post came out about who are the next faces of WWE. Jacob was one of them.
Oh yeah.
And it was Braun Breaker. and it was Rhea Ripley. Ooh, I don't know, y'all.
He young too.
Oh, I
Hey,
don't
look
know.
here. Let me
He
let me
young.
say
I
this.
don't know. This might be.
That might be the
No
recipient of
man,
the
no ham, no
no
turkey.
burger.
This might
It's
be
not
the.
gonna happen.
This
No
might be
burger.
it, y'all. This might be it. This might be it.
Not gonna happen.
Somebody got to carry the torch when Roman finally says
I honestly think
sayonara.
it's gonna be Jimmy.
I don't know. I can't wait to see them. Yeah,
You think it's gonna be Jimmy before Jacob?
I
Well, who
really,
wouldn't,
I
fool?
really think it's gonna be Jimmy.
I would like to see it.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. So we'll see. So
I'm
listen.
sorry. It's just
So we'll see. So this SmackDown, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see Jimmy, Jacob. My money on Jacob.
my money
Clock
on
it.
Jimmy. Everybody else in the family done saw singles gold except for Jimmy.
No, I'm not.
Solo,
I'm not saying he's not gonna get
Jacob.
gold. I'm not gonna
No,
say he's
no,
not gonna
no.
get gold. But I'm
That's my
saying
point. It's got to be a reason he is being held at the bottom of this pile for so long.
Oh, you
yeah,
talking about?
because he keep helping people out.
Right now, Jimmy is like Cinderella with the glass shoe, my boy. You know what I'm saying to me? That's how Jimmy looking right now.
Not the
He's
glass.
looking like like with the glass shoe. In
Jimmy,
this case, the glass shoe gonna be the
they
one to
got.
follow. Watch what I
So
tell
let me
you.
say this.
It ain't gonna
If
fit
they
nobody else.
if they move to Jimmy, Jimmy got a lot of work to do with his character.
What?
I do believe that. It's he got a lot of work to do with his character. He not he
Man,
not he not he not tribal chief believable right now.
let me ask you a question.
Go ahead and ask him. I hope I got an answer.
Come on.
There are different kings, right?
Yep.
In any situation. You got the king that's a tyrant that takes over things, does it his way, it's either get down or lay down. But you got those kings that always look after their people, make sure that their people are straight. He doesn't necessarily have to be a monster to be a king. He could be a benevolent king that always looks after his people. And right now, that's Jimmy's only crime, is that he look after his people too much instead of himself.
Oh,
I mean, I'm gonna go with it.
He
I see
loves
where
the
you're going.
squad so much
I'm
that
on
he's hurting himself. You
I'm
know what
on
I'm saying?
opposite ends. I'm on opposite ends of the expression, but I can see him being a right hand man. But that's just me.
Man. To who?
all right.
But I think so. But we can come back to this. We can come back to this. Listen, but it's just good
Well, let's
stuff.
get
So
going.
Sami Zayn has another open challenge, and it's Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke came back again.
With the real
But he
music.
came back with his Michael Jackson swag again.
Yeah, so he's back. He's back. He's back. He's back. Excited about him back. He's back. The Shinsuke that we came to love, and
And
so
he gave
he's in
Sammy that
there.
work too.
That's what I'm saying. He's in
He gave
there, and
Sammy
he
that
gave
work.
Sammy the business. It looked like he was getting ready to hit him with the Kinshasa, and
But
then
The what?
the Kinshasa, and then they
The
get
person I said was coming back
they get a
showed up.
surprise. They get a surprise. Somebody pulls
Everybody.
Shinsuke's feet down, and it's none other than Tamatanga.
Yeah.
But here is the surprise. He takes off the black hoodie. Y'all know the infamous black hoodies that everybody wear when they come back. And they took off the black hoodie, and his face is painted. Shout out to the Gorillas of
Of Destiny.
Warfare, a
Of
Destiny
Destiny.
from the Japan
New Japan.
days.
Oh,
But he ain't the only one with this face paint.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I
We
thought I
got
was watching Dead
Tamatanga.
Presidents.
We got Tonga. We got
JC.
Tonga
JC.
Loa.
And then Tonga Loa. All of them get up and they all have this face paint. And y'all remember, so they made me, so y'all remember I passed. I promise you I passed. But they made me, might have had changed my mind because they came back. This was something fresh. I thought this was fresh. And so they came back and they destroyed Sami Zayn and Shinsuke. Shinsuke probably had nothing to do with it because he won't even a champion. But just because he was in the
They,
ring He ain't
Collateral
had nothing to do
Collateral
with
damage.
it.
damage, bro.
He was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and so got beat up.
He had to
But
get that out.
we thought this was the last time we might have seen MFT. But y'all, something else happened, and it excited me. Before I get to that part, the Street Profits come out and their old theme music. Um, 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 and they came out with the cups.
Yeah.
I was hoping the
The
cups
red
was gonna spray.
solos.
And they
I thought the
came
cups was gonna
out with
spray, but they
the
didn't. And then the Wyatt Six, of course, come out, and the Wyatt Six defeat the Street Profits, and then they pose in with the little flashy lights, and then all of a sudden, MFT climbs up on the rope, and then they come face to
Mm-hmm.
face. Oh my goodness! And Solo looked at the crazy little girl,
Little Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross, and said, "Tell Uncle Howdy I'm looking for him." I said, "Ooh, y'all." I hope they run this one for a little while. This right here, I don't need just one match. I need this. I need them to. This is the storylines that they were talking about. They're coming back. This right here, and then the
Uh-huh.
way they introduced it, and the crowd hollering, "Holy,
Mm-hmm.
holy!" This is how
I'm
you
going
knew this was perfect.
I'm gonna need
This was perfect.
Solo.
I love it. This was a perfect segment, y'all.
I'm gonna need Solo to go out and get him a female member of MFT because that chick always putting her business in man's business, and the dudes ain't gonna put their hands on her, but another woman would. She all up in Solo face, and I know he like, like we can't promote man, this abuse, but so they need to
But
get a female member of MFT.
I can see that.
who?
I don't know, but I particularly don't care at this point. All I
Well,
know
I've heard
is that we got some. We got something block. We got something blockbuster. What you hear in the grapevine?
they were saying the runner up, the Samoan girl that was runner up in LFG, Panina Talupa. She's a Samoan. She's I think she's the cousin to what's to my God, what's that girl's name? The one that just was the champion. No, not this cousin. She's Tamina's cousin. Tamina Snooker's cousin. So
Oh,
they looking at
ooh,
that
Which
because
means she's on the Snooker bloodline.
yeah,
ooh.
Mm.
Tamina
Yeah,
might
she
not be a
part of the
bad
Snooker
choice.
bloodline.
I seen somebody put
Tamina
Tamina
might
I
not be a
seen
bad
Tamina
choice.
done. I
I
mean
seen them
Tamina's
put
done.
they kind of did an AI generated image with her as part of the MFT. I was like, ooh, that wouldn't be bad. I mean, she probably should have won, but she is
Now
nasty.
Tonga Tonga and Tonga can go get their cousins, the Tonga twins from out of
Oh boy, I
WOW.
can't. I can't wait till they come. They got to get there. But here's what I wanted to get to, y'all. We got
Mm.
two different bloodlines. I know we had it before,
Mm-hmm.
and we have part of the quote unquote same family except for JC. I don't. We don't know. We still praying where he's coming from. It's just. I guess it's almost like Sami Zayn coming in. So
He looked like him, so that's enough.
yeah, yeah. So
Hey yo, you come like all that up though. Samoa Joe
Ooh,
Yeah.
hmm,
smash all that.
I see. Come on, Civil War. What's that coming up? Like
what I'm saying. At
World
some
War?
at some
Hey,
point,
if it go down, I'm on the side of the MFTs. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm
and
sorry.
my thing is you can't. I mean, they got taller Tonga. He taller for something. He taller for a reason, ain't he? So that's what I'm saying. Like there is got to
Nah,
be,
I
you
can
know.
see
I
them
say that from the perspective of I say that I've seen all the damage that the OG bloodline could do, but I've also seen all the damage that the Gorilla Destinies that are now the MFTs have done in Japan and what they are going to do in WWE because it's about to be the same craziness and it's going to be mayhem. When you
but
let Talatonga, Tamatonga, and Talatonga, them three were the main key focal points in Japan. When you let them loose in WWE with no restraints, it's a wrap, sir. These are Haku's kids.
Oh,
The one person that everybody in wrestling fears. These are his kids. So they can go a lot more stupid than they've been going, my boy.
they tamed. You said they tamed down.
They are a lot of
and
these
I
people are
can
handcuffed.
I can imagine that, but I also think now would I can imagine that. I think now with Jacob going over to the OG bloodline, I think that also gives them to. I think that gives them more to be a
Um,
formidable opponent.
I'm gonna be real.
Um,
Jacob is only a threat until Zilla Fatu signs paperwork. Because the
I think
moment,
that
hear me now, when Jacob and Zilla Fatu get in the same room, it's damage. It's damage. And it's gonna be way worse. But Jacob is not gonna activate until Zilla get there.
mm,
I promise. Just like Penta is not gonna fully activate until he get Ray Phoenix with it. It's certain
well,
things that they are capable of doing as a team that they can't do dolo. And it's
Oh,
gonna come. It's gonna be so serious when Jacob and Zilla get together. It's gonna be so serious that y'all people are gonna go from loving them to hating them because can't nobody knock them off. Same thing that happened in MLW.
but you love them but you love them to hate them to love them. I love them all.
Yeah,
I
it's
need it.
gonna roll that way.
We need something that kind of similar to the NWO. That's what changed wrestling, and this could be another way to change it and push it. But the storylines, and speaking of storylines, now Aleister Black and Damian Priest they fight in the last man standing match, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Damian Priest was putting boots. He was giving belt
Mm-hmm.
to Aleister Black. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it was bad.
Don't
Like
was on.
he was putting the
Mm-hmm.
paws. It was that street Puerto Rican. Like he said, he told him I'm not playing with you. I came, and that last Rage's Edge on that guy. Like, he did it twice and on that announcer's table. But interesting, Zelina Vega gets involved, the wife of Aleister Black. Now y'all remember before Aleister Black left, she, you know, and if y'all notice when she came over, she put something in his hand.
Mm.
I had to go back and rewind it. I said, because my thing is, I wonder where he got it from, and I was like, you know what? I want to see where Zelina put it in his hand. I went back and rewind it, and she literally put it in his hand. He took it, and this boy did some black magic to my man and tore his
Man,
side of his face up, black masked him.
The black is a
we
lollipop.
ain't
You
seen
hear
that in
me?
a minute, boy. That type of firebombs. I was like, oh wow, we ain't seen that in a while. Like,
So
The black
again,
is a lollipop.
so remember, that everyone kind of reminded me when Ric Flair was the black magic guy, and he did that.
ah,
Y'all remember when he was, y'all know what I'm talking about. When he was in there all black and he was doing that magic and he was speaking.
it
No,
was Ric
I know
Flair.
what you're talking about.
It was Ric
I know
Flair
what
the
It
you
whole
was Ric
time.
Flair.
well, he was a scorpion. I know what
It
you're
ain't
talking
Black
about.
Scorpion. It was
Yeah,
Ric
he was
Flair.
black scorpion. But you know
Bruh,
what? When I saw it, you know what I thought about?
when Ric Flair took that mask off, I was so mad, bruh. I was like, this
It
whole
was Ric.
time it's been you. So I was like, what?
When I saw the fireball, I thought about when Hollywood it tried to
Tried
hit
to.
the ultimate
It,
warrior
it,
with it and just burned
it,
himself.
damn,
We doing this again?
like
We trying
Terry,
this
never
again? All
mind.
right, all
Just
right.
Terry, leave it alone. But
But
Yeah,
it
so
makes Aleister Black look like a sucker though. I can't get
but
past that. Like you needed your wife
go out.
to help you in a fight you started.
Yeah.
well, well the
It
check.
wasn't like
Well,
Damien came picking with you. You started it. The only thing Damien told you was let our truth breathe. I'll talk to him. We're friends. Just give him a pass. That's the only thing Damien told you when you hit him with the black mass since you couldn't get the R-Truth. You started this. And then you're going to bring your old lady into into the picture. That's like me starting to beef with somebody and then calling my girlfriend like, yo, he messing with me. No.
Well,
That's not
Seth
how this
Rollins did
party
it.
started, bro.
Seth Rollins did it.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Becky has been by Seth's side for the past, 5 years? You can't see Seth without seeing Becky. You can't see Becky without seeing Seth. These two have never actually been in the ring together. Like, you literally called her for help. Like, and the point is, she showed up like she was concerned. And Damien was actually letting her breathe. Like, talk to him. Don't talk to me. Talk to him.
Yeah.
Y'all
And then
excuse
you
me.
just
Y'all excuse me. I'd have pushed her off this table though. Excuse me.
Oh wow. Okay.
Sorry.
at least pushed her back into the crowd. Like, you need to stay over here
She'd got
and
razors.
deal
She'd
with
got
him.
razors edged.
Oh, that's not nice. That's not nice, sir.
if listen, if AJ can shiny wizard Seth Rollins, come on,
And attempt to curve stomp.
and attempt to curse stop at the same time.
Everybody can get it then.
Yeah, so look, it's time to go now. At this point, let's go.
If Nikki
But
Cross standing in people's face, she
but
ain't
I
get it.
but I will say this it's intriguing. This hasn't. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect them to pull the trigger on this, especially
Yeah.
this soon. So this is intriguing. I'm interested to see where it goes. And again, SmackDown needed some new juice and needed some new fire. So this is what we got, y'all. We got another couple.
Literally.
Literally.
Yeah. We did. This is what we got. We got another couple putting together, throwing out fire bombs. I wonder what his face gonna look like Friday, because you know they're gonna put the makeup on and try to get him right, and trying to put that on, and so we're gonna see, because that kind of y'all remember when they took Rey Mysterio's eye out.
And
Boy, that
Seth
was
Rollins threw up.
I do
yeah.
not want to relive the pandemic era.
Sorry,
The only
sorry,
good thing about the pandemic era was when Roman came back with the wreck everyone to leave shirt. That was the only best thing about the pandemic.
Yeah.
Because during the
Yeah, right.
pandemic, we have a lot of foolishness, like Randy Orton setting Bray Wyatt on fire. Foolishness.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Straight fool.
They tried it.
Braun
They tried it.
posted WrestleMania. Foolishness.
They
That
tried it,
whole
but guess
theme
what?
thing was foolishness.
But guess what? We still here. We still here.
We made it. We made it.
We still
made
here.
it out.
We still here.
We made it.
Thank you. But
That
y'all,
made me feel like Ron Dick got 13 ghosts. Hey, I'm going back to Jersey. I'm done
that
with
was
this.
SmackDown. So that was SmackDown, y'all. That's SmackDown. Listen, we can't even wait what happens this week. We're excited. Put all your comments down on all our pages. We want to chat with you. We want to comment with you. We want to debate with you. We want to engage with you. Come on, Ring Crew. We would love for your comments, y'all. We're getting close to the end. Now it's time for our brain buster. Let's see if Carrie bring it back. See if you can get back on the winning streak today.
Try it. I'll try it.
Get back on the winning streak.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I thought about this one. Now, going back to what Storm said, oh no, was it Dwayne that was talking about how the Judgment Day has had these belts all this long and they haven't, they ain't fought nobody or whatever. Got me to thinking. Question. Who has had the longest Intercontinental Championship reign with the fewest match victories?
Ooh.
I'll read it again. Who has had the longest Intercontinental Championship reign with the fewest match victories?
Like, why is this causes you to go, this crazy.
Like, you got to dig into the archive.
Right. Like, who has time for that?
Oh, you ain't talking. You be really trying to figure this out. So now,
I gotta break it down.
Down.
All right,
Get down.
let's go.
Mm.
Dwayne, cause you always just be ready to tap out. So you just
I ain't
let
ready
me
to
get you.
tap out. I'm gonna think about it. You hold on.
All right, whatever. Just think about it. You done?
Nope.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Santino Marella.
That's a good guess.
Okay.
I'm
That's
gonna
a
go
good
Chico.
guess.
I'm gonna go Chico Santana.
Boy, that's a good guess too. Good gracious, y'all taking all the guesses.
Yeah, right. Go ahead. Shut up, Eric. Go ahead. Get your guess in for real, cause you.
Y'all taking all the guesses.
Panthers.
Y'all remember when Chico Santana got hit with that perfume by Montana, and he was
I thought it was
holding
bug spray.
holding and he
I
was holding
promise
his
you, I
eye.
always thought it was bug spray.
He used to get people with that.
You know, Kerry, I thought about this and I said, and I could be wrong. Maybe this is wrong, but I just thought about this. Y'all know, because Kerry likes to.
Oh boy.
Kerry likes to do questions that has something that comes relevant what we were talking about and
Here we go. I'm about to.
and Storm. You probably would get this too
You
because I just thought about this because you remember how long Shinsuke was Intercontinental Champion? Do you remember how long he was
yes.
Intercontinental Champion? You remember? How many matches did he have?
He had a good handful. He had a
You
good
think so?
handful. Yeah.
So I don't know. I could be wrong,
Because
Kerry,
this
but
is when Sami Zayn was rolling with him.
yeah, you're right. But that's who I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Shinsuke Nakamura. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
So Eric, right? So Eric, right?
Because I
Go ahead,
remember
Kerry. Let him know.
Shinsuke. I remember us. A matter of fact, we won't.
Kerry, don't really. You're still in the league. Like the
But
record
listen,
is
I
still.
don't care. I be wanting to win all the damn time.
listen,
I'm a sore
and
loser.
I
You want that
remember
Mayweather record?
we didn't
What?
have we didn't have this, but we were still talking. I know Kerry and Dwayne. Now we were talking about wrestling, and I remember we would talk about why Shinsuke got this belt, and he don't be defending nothing. And he had that belt for almost 200 and some days. It was 200.
Shinsuke has had the belt for 201
Mm-hmm.
days and had three match
Three
victories.
matches.
Three match
This when
victories.
they gave the new belt the new look. Remember he got the belt had the new look.
Yeah.
He had, yeah. This Shinsuke. Oh man, good lord. All
Boom, boom,
right.
And it was good though because you like
Uh,
you like to bring in the relevancy of what's happening around us. And Shinsuke
yeah.
came back, so I was like, you know
Yeah.
what?
I had another question. I should have probably went with that because y'all probably wouldn't have got that one. But who's had no that ain't it. Who's had the most wins in a single Intercontinental Championship reign?
Ain't that honky tonk man? He
Greg
was the
Valentine.
longest reigning championship.
And when Greg Valentine?
Mm-mm.
Mm.
It's Pedro Morales. But I knew y'all
Oh,
weren't going to get that one.
oh yeah, Pedro.
I knew y'all weren't going to get that one. Yes. Who has had the most matches, the most won matches during the Intercontinental Championship reign? And he was Intercontinental, and this is one reign because he's had quite a few reigns, but just one reign, he had the belt for 424 days.
Yep,
And
can't lie.
he had over 200 match victories.
Damn.
Gracious.
Was he fighting every other day?
Wow.
For real.
That's
Matt,
That's
Yeah,
right.
but you gotta look at it like this.
Okay.
for $2.
Okay.
That was
The
crazy.
only one getting paid was Terry. Stop it.
That man
Hmm.
said $2. That's crazy.
Well,
They was wrestling every. That's why you had so much like
No,
drug addiction because you had.
that was Vince Senior's ownership. You know,
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I think he still kind of got that from. No, well,
no,
by
it
the
was
time
Vince
Vince
Senior.
Jr. But I was
Vince
saying by the
Jr.
time
came
Vince
in,
Jr.
he
come
got rid
along,
of everybody. That the only person he kept, I think, was Bob Backlund.
what everybody's saying. Hell, hey. Well, listen. This y'all has come to the end of our show. We got final thoughts. We got final thoughts tonight. We want to go with our final thoughts. Carrie, can you lead us off? Final thoughts tonight. What you got for us?
hmm. So my final thought today is, you know, they've really been giving Taker and Michelle McCool a hard time because Taker. They're saying that Taker has been using his cachet to get Michelle put into places that she would not have been in most days. All right, so you got she's what do you call it? She's in the Hall of Fame. She's in the Hall of Fame. She takes over for Mickey James, LFG,
and
and
actually wins.
now and wins. And now she's the co-host of 6 Feet Under with now the Undertaker, where they kind of they got rid of the first host. And I used to watch that show. And the first host was really good. It was like Taker was being one of the guys. Now it's like he's in couples therapy.
It is because the whole episode is them arguing about whether he's right or wrong about something.
Right. And it's just like, you know what, Michelle, let him do it. Like now you got him having to speak up for you now. Like now, no, I'm not using my cachet. I don't, we do this for fun. They was on track from what I understand, they was on track to make $5 million a year on that first podcast. Now viewership is dropping because of Michelle. So it's just like find your own way. Like, don't use your husband. And they're not saying that she's using him like that, but it's just like, now he's got to explain himself and he ain't never ever have to do that. So, just, you know, that sucks. But, I like that show and hopefully they can get it. I know it's under TKO now. So, that's a totally different story or
That's
whatever.
the whole problem. They need to stop trying to absorb everything and just let people live
Yeah.
and be organic on their own.
Yes, that was a very good show. And to be on
Undertaker
path for
didn't
$5 million a year.
he didn't need WWE for any of that. He had all those sponsorships and all that over there at that joint. And when they bought when TKO jumped in and brought him in, you got
Yeah.
rid of him to put Michelle up there. And old buddy that was the co-host, he was real gracious about it. He didn't even really have an attitude because at the end of
Because
the day, he knew without
from what I
Undertaker there
understand,
wouldn't be no show in the first place.
from what I understand, they probably ain't had their stuff right, so he didn't really have a say so like he probably wanted to.
No, they had their
So
paperwork right. Oh, buddy, that his co-host, I can't. His name slips me right now, but he is actually a VP for Nine Lion Clothing, the Marine Salute clothing line. He already had money. He already had everything on contracts. He's the one that started flying to Texas and got Undertaker on board. His,
well, from what he said too, he said Taker told him if it ever comes down to this thing and we get into it about money, we're gonna end it right here. We're gonna go out. We're gonna go hunting because
yep, that's what he
we,
said.
Well, I tell you what, I understand, and to a certain extent, because if I had family and I'm trying to put them on, I'm gonna put them on too. But here's the other part though. I will put them on in the lane that I think they will succeed in. If my name can open doors for my children, if my name
right.
can open doors for my wife, I'm fine. But I won't put them in. I won't put them at tables where I don't think they won't succeed. And so there's a fine line with that too. So it's a fine line with that. Good final thought right there. That's a good final thought. Dwayne, final thought.
My final thought is gonna be this here. SmackDown. Solo told that girl that tell Uncle Howdy I'm looking for him. I'd like to see how that storyline develops. You know, is it going to be a true situation where, okay, you know, is it going to be a tag team champion? Because they're the tag team champions, but it's like 4-5 of them, and it's like 4-5 of the MFTs. Who's going to be the ones actually competing for the championship? Is it going to be a new day type of situation where, you know what, you and you today for the tag team titles? You know, just to see where that goes. You know that, but I thought that was interesting. I could have, at first I was a little skeptical about the little the dead president's facial paint look, but now I get the understanding of what it what it symbolizes. So let's see what that looks like going forward.
Thoughts tonight.
Well, first and foremost, let me shout out Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Monet. She's on her 10th title. She holding 10 of them things.
I'm still trying to how
So
you defending all of those, Joy? How you defending all of those?
well, she's not under. Well, she's under contract with AEW, but she's allowed to show up at other places. So she pretty much her schedule is booked. But my real final thought is it's time to start pushing the next generation. You got so many people retiring, but we're not pushing the next generation like Carmelo Hayes. Excellent talent. You let Wes Lee go. And that boy's only claim to fame is the North American title and getting slapped by Trick Williams. It's time to bring up. It's time to bring up Trick. It's time to bring up Overfemi, Last Legend. There's a lot of people that are sitting in limbo, and you're not doing anything with them, and then you wonder why they're ready to be released because they can go out there and make more money on the independents than sitting there catering every day. If I'm not mistaken, I think the basic check for WWE is between 500 to 1,000 if you're not on TV. It's more if you're on TV, but they can make more than that selling merch and going from spot to spot. That's the reason why I mentioned Mercedes Monet. She's doing all that now, and she's having the time of her life. It's time to either you know what I'm saying, step on the gas or get out the car. You understand what I'm saying? Because these wrestlers aren't going to sit around and wait for their shot. This isn't old school. There's a lot more parties that they can go to. Back when it was just WWE and WCW and maybe TNA, or you was going overseas, you didn't have that many options. The territories weren't open, but it's looking like it's a whole bunch of territories now, and they can go make bread somewhere else.
Good final
And
thought. That's good. Love that.
you can't keep them sitting on the shelf for so long. We all said it. Wrestlers only have a certain amount of time.
And Roman said it. And Roman said it perfectly. Everybody trying to get that one spot. And now that wrestling is going to these storylines, if you don't have a story,
You're finished.
speaking of Last Legend, just before I go on my final thought, apparently she's supposed to be a part of one of those women's Survivor Series teams. I'm hearing in the background. So she'll be up soon. It may not be sooner like we want, but she'll be up soon. And what a way to showcase her talent on the national scene in Survivor Series. Here's my final thought. Now, I know the 2-night pay-per-views, WrestleMania and SummerSlam, they have been pretty much the pay-per-views or the PLEs. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going back in the days. The PLEs that have been pretty decent, like pretty good PLEs. Now, Crown Jewel, the one-nighters, all the one-nighters haven't been the best. Now, Crown Jewel was a good PLE. And so my hope is that they can what's the word I'm looking for? They can build off of Crown Jewel for these one night pay-per-views. Like we got Survivor Series coming, and we already know that the War Games is the actual Survivor Series. We're excited about that, but there could be some other matches within that leading up to that can get us excited to tune into War Games, Survivor Series. So my thought process is my final thought is I'm hoping that they found the remedy for all PLEs to be at a higher clip and a higher level. Because what they did Saturday morning at 8 a.m. was a good, decent show product without guest surprises, without shocking turns, right? No heel turns, none of that. It was straight entertainment. And even with wrestling, even with no build up between AJ Styles and John Cena, because that match didn't need no build up anyway, because of the two and who they were. But at the end of the day, it was a good, great PLE. Now, can we continue that and move forward on all PLEs? Right? That's my expectation with WWE. We can't have nothing suck. We got to move forward and put out and give the world what they've been looking for. And that's what we've known for all the years we've been wrestling fans.
Standard.
That WWE is the best entertainment product in the world. That's my final thought, guys. So, well, y'all, this was good. Appreciate y'all. Ring Crew, thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see you next time. I'm Eric Battle. This has been the Ring Report. We'll see you next time. Peace.